Entitled sister tries to steal my money. Parents that give one kid the other child's belongings are the worst. Adults should know better. Wow, I very much hope your sister has grown up and is no longer entitled. I'd like to give her the benefit as she was young at the time. My older sister used to steal my money when we were younger. She used to ask me, "What are you going to use it for?" She's still an entitled bitch now in our 40s. My GCB tried this shit too. He had spent all of his allowance and tried to raid my piggybank for everything I had managed to save from my allowance. I threw a rolling pin at his head and got my money back. Your mom was pretty bad too. She basically gave your sister a green flag the first time to take your money. Good, she stepped up the next time, but she did set the rule your sister should have access to your stuff. Get a bank account. I got one when I was 8. As all the neighbors used to give me their deposit bottles to return to the grocery store and save themselves the trouble. Yes, it was a long time ago. But thieving siblings are universal. And I had two. What's on deposit? Your sister cannot steal. My older sister would have murdered me if I'd done that to her. That is your money. You earned it. And it BS when she says what is yours is mine. Hide your money. Your parents need to catch this very seriously. Please ask your parents to either get you a bank account or a lockbox. Give proper examples and explain that you want to learn to use money wisely in the future. Your parents better start disciplining the 9-year-old thief before the stupid sister decides to try that in school. She might not enjoy the label, the bullying or juvie if someone presses charges. Your sister doesn't know how to be self-entitled yet. This is poor parenting, raising an egocentric narcissist. All of this concerns me. What I want to point out now is, why did your mother parents not ask you if what your sister said, "Sis only wanted a couple of dollars and you said no," was true? I think this is an early sign of a sociopath. Get that girl some help. Gold digger life starts at 9 now? Break her fucking solved. Might be time to open yourself a savings account. Your sister is a CNT. Sharing is caring. You're right. Give it back. If there was ever a reason to hold a 9-year-old by the ankles and shake this it. My little brother stole my birthday money one year and got caught giving it away at school. Trying to buy friends. My mother did nothing about it. I never got it back. And she blamed me for leaving it where he could get it, in a shoebox under my bed. I had no place that was secure from him. He got away with shit like that all the time and nothing was ever made right. No justice in that house. Not for me. And now my mother wonders why I don't visit and why my brother and I never got along. Your parents were assholes for making you give her a penny of your money. But at least you got it back. Your parents need to get her counseling immediately. If she is like this at 9, it could get real bad later on. Like robbed a bank bad. My husband has one sibling. Their parents had a small business and both kids were expected to help out. Except, laws meant only my husband was old enough to get paid, so they would pay him the minimum and he had to split it evenly with his sibling. Fast forward to adulthood where he has little to do with his sibling and parents, as that was simply one example of him expected to share his earnings and belongings with his sibling. I have no words. Where did she learn that? Depending on your relationship now, it might be fun to find a fancy piggy bank and add 10 singles. Give it as a Christmas gift and the family festivities. Wow, what a little shithead. I hate kids. Your parents are douches for telling you to give her any money to begin with. Why didn't they give her money if she wanted it for the mall? At least your mom made her give it back once she caught her in the act. Yo, get a boombox. Plug it in. Say you like old school shit, the radio or something. Now start stashing your cash in the battery compartment. This was the only way I got my little brother to stop stealing mine. Your parents suck for not listening to your side. They suck so much I want to punch their faces. We 4 siblings did lots of bad things to each other. But we never tried to steal big chunks of money. That would get you beaten and instantly excluded from deals by everyone else in the house. The closest we ever came to it was for about a year when my youngest sister was 6. We had her convinced that nickels were worth more than dimes. Simply because they were bigger and heavier rolling on the floor. Laughing, I admit I made a couple of bucks off of her before our mother caught wind of our creative banking transactions and shut our little branches down, winking face. My dad had 6 siblings, but one of his youngest brothers was a thief straight from diapers, always helping himself to his siblings' cash stashes, stealing candy at the dime store. My dad, the oldest, just about beat my uncle half to death for stealing his college savings and spending it all in a single day. Well, my dad moved out soon after, and my uncle? He's CEO of a bank. Go figure. My sister still tries to take my money, and she's 53. In my family, you stole anything, you were made to replace it if found out you stole money. There was a 10 increase in repayments, so you know exactly what loss from stealing was about. You really need to get a bank account or hide your money really well. Your sister's entitlement is astounding at 9 years old. It's only gonna get worse. Wait until she can drive and take your car. I would forever be vigilant with her. So is your sister still feeling she is entitled to others' funds? She was 9, what did you expect? Here's a little tip for any kids here. Wrap your money in a smelly sock and keep it in the middle of your underwear drawer. If they get caught rummaging, they were looking at your underwear. If they get through the underwear, they have a dirty, smelly sock to go through. When I was in college, I hid my money in a condom tied off. Tears of joy. Jesus, throw the whole child away. Kid, you needed a locking file cabinet. Good grief. Are you related to me? My sister did the exact same thing to me, but my sister was 4 years older than me. I was saving money for a new video game for the PS1. That's not entitled, that is dangerously sociopathic. Ask your parents to open a savings account for you at a savings loans. They have youth accounts that may even earn interest. Cash at home is too tempting for your sister to access. Your sister is a thief, and if you think she's only stealing from you, I'm sorry to say, she's not. Does she have any other negative tendencies? She seems to be missing a moral compass. Is she still like this? The one time where OP can say, bitch better have my money. Tears of joy, tears of joy, tears of joy. Get a bank account. That is why bank accounts exist. Talk to a lawyer. You can get a restraining order and try to keep your distance. Honestly, move out and push legal actions against your sister for theft. Side note. Probably hide your money in a more secure spot as your sister easily finds it. Lockbox. Something strong. The fuck does a 9-year-old need $200 for? Isn't there any way you can keep it where she doesn't have access to it? Sorry would have gave her an ass whooping. Lord only knows what else she's taken and nobody realized it. My father used to like to go into my drawer after payday and take 100 or so. That is until I booby-trapped my drawer. First it was a lock that he jimmied. Then one day I come home and he is mad as hell and smacks me one. Seems he went into my drawer and a giant rat trap broke 2 of his fingers. Geez, those things are inhumane to rats. My mom asked what was going on and I explained that since I started working, he has been taking about $100 out of my pay. She made him go to the bank and hand over $2,000, about double what he took. Once again, he grumbled that he would get me. He tried. The next time it cost him about $30,000. Holy shit, OP, forgive me for saying this, but you have some pretty shitty parents. What kind of parents just force one of their kids to give some of their hard-earned money to their spoiled child? That is some favoritism if I ever saw it. Does this happen often? If so, that is some kind of golden child shit they got going on. Your sister needs to be evaluated in a locked psych ward. This is no joke. She sounds like she is psycho-sociopathological. Not that it would change anything. But wait until it's time to go mow some lawns and in front of the parents. Ask her to come help mow lawns. Let the parents see what she says. You came to Reddit to complain about a 9-year-old, SMH. Yay, great. Let's all intervene and tell a 15-year-old minor how to reform a relationship with his 9-year-old sister. Hands clapping. This is a private family matter involving children. Who gaff, honestly? I would find a new hiding place for sure, or your phone dollar will be gone. You need to invest in a Cash App account and deposit the money, or a metal safe that can only be broke into with a code or heavy machinery. I would move where I put my pound. There's are very few times when violence is the only answer, but congratulations, you discovered one. Wow, I really hope you found a better place to keep your money. And maybe get a lock for your door. What a brat. Get a safe ASAP. When you are ready, have a parent take you to a bank and you can deposit it. Get a lockbox. Face with rolling eyes. Face with rolling eyes. Face with rolling eyes. I really hope your parents apologize to you. I'd be asking her for her PIN now. That's she older. Face with hand over mouth. Sharing's caring. Keep your money hidden somewhere no one would think or want to go looking in. Or you could explain to your mom about your sister trying to steal from you again and that you want to give your mom a wallet purse of money to keep from your sister. Get a locked safe. That's too hard for a 9-year-old to break into. I'm glad the mom wised up. That was about to be infuriating. Fucking hell. Siblings stealing money in my house was grounds for getting whacked over the head with whatever was in the parents' hand. Hell. Even asking for any within parents' earshot got them berated. What can a 9-year-old do with $200? And you were old enough to put your money in the bank in a savings or checking account. I have a family in the Philippines and one of my aunts there have kleptomania, and she won't just steal just money but anything that have value, to the point that we can't trust her at all to be alone lest she steal anything. Sounds like a 9-year-old. I know this is years ago, but you should have called the cops on her, then have the cops come there and tell them to put your thieving sister in jail, though that really would have taught her a lesson. Keep your money well hidden from now on. I would advise, if you are still a minor, to have your parents open a checking account for you so you can save your money off premises to avoid any major theft of cash by your sister again. Your sister is a piece of work. Leave at 18 if you can. It ain't getting any better. In the meantime, find a better hiding place. Learn to hide your money in a safe place where she can't find and is out of reach. Preferably in a lockbox where you only know how to open it. Just beat her. My ex-husband was like your parents. I was not. I hope my children learned better from me. Surprised by this behavior at 9. Page breaks PLS for the love of God. Sounds like we got another Craigald Tom story in the works. Check out his Reddit page and read about how he dealt with his younger sister as well as his mother, trying to steal the money he earned from his odd jobs and side work when he was a kid. Get a bank account. My aunt, who raised my older brother and I, would regularly spend the money given to her for me, my food, clothes, toys, etc. on my brother. It got really bad when she discovered that one of his favorite meals made me really sick. I would throw up, break out in hives, and swell up. We had it every night for about a week. So all I would eat was school lunches. And she would get angry with me and say that I was simply attention seeking. Hoam mim mmn figured nn kakaj 9 kg. The Yenik. BBM. Imagine a kid as young as 9 thinking that is okay. $200? Also, why is a 9-year-old going to the mall? Whether or not a bank account with only your name on it. Buy a fireproof small safe. And see if you can have it bolted to the wall. Only you will know the code, or wear a key necklace 24/7 to get in. And no matter what your parents say or threatened, refuse to give anything to your sister. You could also threaten to go no contact with them once you grow up and move out if they keep trying to make you give things to your younger sister. Then when you get a savings account, hide the card in the safe or get a security box at the bank to leave your card in it. Start saving after you get your phone to move out once you turn 18 years old. I hope she eventually learned a valuable lesson about stealing. I'm doubting it, seeing as she continued to try and steal. A 9-year-old? OMG, how she is now loudly crying, loudly crying, loudly crying. The audacity, why? You may want to put your money elsewhere. Not sure why you'd keep it in the same spot after that. Buy a lockbox with a key. She's not entitled, she's 9, she doesn't understand what it takes to earn money. Change where you keep your money. Wow, what a crazy mindset at 9 years old. I mean, it's not like she weighs 4. She should have known better by then. Yeah, definitely hide that from her. The dollar after the number is irrationally pissing me off. I would steal $10 just for that. I hate that phrase, sharing is caring. It's like share is fair. These are recipes for teaching kids to become entitled socialist adults. A black eye would have been nice repayment for that shit. For crying out loud, get a safe. And put a lock on the door of your room, give a key to your parents. But don't give them the combination to the safe.